Now we will go on with the nature of prejudice, which are as follows. Okay, first one, a prejudice is based on inadequate knowledge and information. Inadequate એટલે half knowledge, half information. Okay, for socialization or other social reason, an individual becomes a member of a particular group. You form a particular group in order to make friends, in order to develop socialization, in order to have social relations, right? That is a normal human process. We tend to become friends with people because we want to form social relations and in order to have socialization. He follows belief, attitude, prejudice, etc. followed by the group members. Now obviously whatever prejudice, whatever beliefs, whatever ideas, whatever customs that particular group has, even you will follow the same thing because you want to be a part of that particular group. Sometimes it is also on the basis of personal experience. Okay, sometimes you also have attitudes, prejudice, opinions, thinking based on your personal experience. Usually when a person is asked about the reason for prejudice, he does not have any facts to support it, but he practices it because the other member also do the same and is not ready to change. So sometimes when you ask a person, why do you have that particular attitude, give me reasons why you have a particular prejudice, then that person will have no answer to it. And the reason why he is practicing that particular prejudice is because his group has that particular prejudice, and that is why he also practices that particular prejudice. Okay, now the next one is prejudice is always aggressive. Prejudice is based on inadequate information which is never tested, but it is the center of emotions and aggression. It is directed towards individual, caste, community, group, religion, etc. from whom there is a prejudice. So now they are saying that prejudice is something which is an inadequate information. Inadequate information means half information, okay, which is never tested. Now the information which the person has is never tested, is never proved correct. Okay, wherever they heard it from, they believe in it, okay, and they don't want to change it. They say, no, I have heard it, it is right. My father said it, that is why it is right. My mother said it, that is why it is right. My friend said it, that is why it is right. That particular group or a community is bad. They will have, if you tell them, prove me that what you are saying is right, they will have no way to prove it. Okay. It is the center of emotion and aggression. Now what will happen, that whenever you try to argue with people, okay, with such people who have strong prejudice, they will have lot of emotions attached to it and they will get very aggressive. Okay, they will say, no, what I am saying is right, whatever I am saying is truth, you are wrong, you are this, you are that. So they will tend to get very aggressive. It is directed towards individual, caste, group or religion. So this particular prejudice which they have could be towards one person, could be towards a caste, could be towards a community, could be towards a particular religion. For example, in Cricket World Cup, for whom their prejudice is expressed is by using foul language, negative behavior, aggression, violence, etc. So whenever they are talking to you and whenever you sit to argue with them saying it is wrong, this, that, they will always use foul language. Foul language એટલે ખરાબ words use કરશે જ્યારે તમારી હારે argue કરતા હશે ત્યારે. Okay, they will have lot of aggression in them and they will have very negative thinking. અરે ઈ લોકો તો આવા જ હોય, અરે ઈ લોકો તો એવા જ હોય, ભૂંડા હોય, આ હોય, તે હોય. I'm using very simple words, but they say ગધેડા જેવા છે, આવા છે, તેવા છે, બુદ્ધિ વગરના છે, all those things, and it is very, very bad because they are showing their negative thinking and their negative thoughts. India and Pakistan are two countries whose prejudice attitude is reflected in sports. We all know India and Pakistan, we have negative attitude towards Pakistan, Pakistan has negative attitude towards us, and this is shown during the game of game of cricket. Okay, for example, in Cricket World Cup final match between England and West Indies, then people of India and Pakistan are not bothered whosoever wins, but if if it is between India and Pakistan, then the whole scenario is different. If India wins, people will burst crackers and rejoice with aggression, which suggests a prejudice of attitude towards other country. So we all know that agar બીજી countries ના match છે, let's say West Indies versus Sri Lanka, then we don't care whoever is winning. But if the match is between India and Pakistan, the whole scene changes. It becomes as if it's a war, okay? And if India wins, they will celebrate with so much joy, okay? They will burst crackers, and it will be, which shows that we have such negative attitude towards the another country. Prejudice teaches an individual rationalization. Rationalizations meaning being logical, okay? Rationalization is a defense mechanism where individual uses false or concocted reason for his behavior, as individual does not have any justification for his prejudice and does not accept his negative behavior, but he tries to logically reason out for his action. So what they will do is કે જે લોકોની prejudice હોય, okay, they will use rationalization, means using logic. So what they are trying to tell you is that people who have prejudice, let's say people who have prejudice, they will make you understand why they have that prejudice in a very logical way. Now that logic will make no sense, okay? They will say, અરે વોર થયો તો 1947 માં, ત્યારથી હું પાકિસ્તાન એ આપણી હારે વોર કર્યો એટલે હું એને હેટ કરું છું. So even if they were not a part of the war, or let's say they were not even born at the time of war, they will use very stupid logic to show the connection of why they have a particular prejudice towards particular person or a community or everything, and that logic will make no sense. It will be senseless. Prejudices arouse poisonous feelings. Prejudice is a negative attitude which gives negative emotion and aggression. If one group shows aggressive attitude towards the other group, then the other group retaliates with more aggression, which increases the prejudice. Prejudices give rise to antisocial activities like communal riots, strikes, destruction, etc., which increases conflict and negative feelings. So what they are saying, the prejudice is very, very bad. It's a negative attitude altogether, and prejudice is always responded with violence, with aggression. Okay, let us say that I have a particular prejudice towards a particular community, so I will attack that community with lot of violence, with lot of aggression. In return, they will also attack me with similar aggression, similar negativity. Then obviously my relation with that community and that community's relations with my community becomes very, very bad, okay? And it creates a whole atmosphere of negativity, fear, okay, and having wrong impression about people, okay? And what happens is that when such things happen, okay, you see communal riots happening. Communal riots એટલે when Hindu-Muslim riots, Hindu-Muslim fights, those are called communal riots, okay? You have strikes happening. Strikes એટલે લોકો કામ ઉપર જવાનું બંધ કરી દે. There's destruction. What is destruction? They harm the public property, etc. Okay? Next is prejudices are group oriented. Every member of a group has different type of experiences, belief, understanding, etc. Within the group members, which give the rise to prejudice. Some individual prejudice are generalized towards people, religious group, community, etc. So now what happens is that you have a group, okay, let's say a group of friend circle. Every person in that friend circle has a different experience, different behavior, they have different attitudes, and they have different beliefs, they have different understandings, okay? Within the group members, which gives rise to prejudice. Obviously, because everybody in the group has different experience, understanding, belief, etc., then every person in the group has a different type of prejudice, okay? Such individual prejudices are generalized towards people, religious group, community, etc. So let's say if I have a particular negative attitude towards a particular person, let's say one person is there, let's say I am a Hindu and another person is a Muslim, and that person had been very bad to me, so I have that negative prejudice towards that person, okay? But let us say because that person was rude and mean to me, I will generalize the situation saying that all the Muslims are bad. Because that one person is bad, that is why everybody else will also be bad, everybody else will also be mean, which is not true, right? So it changes from person to person, right? Like what will happen is that if I have a prejudice towards one person also, I will end up generalizing it, okay? That is, let us say I have a negative attitude towards a particular subject, Okay, let's say ki maths is there, okay, I hate numbers and I have a prejudice towards that numbers, okay, or let us say any theorem or anything. So what will I do is